My wife just went away for 4 days, and she took my son with her, so I'm on my own for 4 days. I'm 3 days into it, though. She left Thursday morning, and it's Saturday now. So, yeah, so Thursday, Friday, I already had off. What did I do? Like, it's very special, you know, like, no wife and no son. Like, sometimes she'll go away for a day or two, but usually I take care of my son. This is the most, 4 days. That's like a half a week to myself. Dogs, man. I hate to say this. I hate to be the one to say this, but don't get the dog. I loved having dogs when I had a full-time job, and I was, and I couldn't really travel or do anything if I wanted to. So it was nice to come home after work and have a dog there and play with the dog, get some exercise, have love. But now that I don't work steadily, now that I don't have like a 9-to-5 type job, I kind of wish, now having dogs is nothing but I shouldn't say nothing but it's mostly a hindrance, because I can't travel, I can't do anything. When you're working a 9-to-5 job, something's bothering me. Something's catching on my chin. What's catching on my chin? Something's catching on my chin. Never had that happen before. I think it might be something to do with the microphone or something. Anyways, when I had a 9-to-5 job, it didn't make much of a difference. But now that I don't work a steady job, it'd be nice, I should be able to travel. I don't work a 9-to-5 job. I don't work a steady job. I kind of work from home mostly, so I should be able to just travel, especially when I get 4 days to myself. 4 days, nothing. I should be able to just hop on a plane, take a 2-hour flight over to Thailand, spend 4 days there, the Philippines, Vietnam, not Hong Kong, that's Japan. Like, there's a bunch of countries that are just a couple hours away from Taiwan. And I could have spent these 4 days in those countries, but I can't because I have dogs. And it's just it's always going to be like that. So, yeah. I think dogs are great if you have a steady job anyways, because you're kind of tied to your house anyways, and then they help give you exercise and love. But yeah, I already explained it well enough. So what did I do for the first 2 days? I don't know. For the first day, I did some chores. I washed my bikes and stuff like that. I did some chores the first day, so that was somewhat productive. And then the next day, that's like Thursday. So Thursday, I relaxed and watched some movies and ate some good food. I think I went out with Donnie for dinner. So I got out of the house and I did some chores, and so that was okay. And then Friday, I spent the entire day at home playing video games. I ate at home. I just pretty much stayed at home. I still exercised. I'm exercising now, so I made sure to keep that. Even more importantly, on a video game day, you need to exercise to keep your body active. If you want to spend the entire day just sitting in front of a computer, you get blood clots or whatever, you'll die. That would suck. Die from playing video games. It happens. So Friday was a gaming day, and I kind of thought I might regret it, spending I got the whole day to myself, and what do? I just sit in front of a computer the whole day and play video games. I didn't regret it. I had fun. I was playing Far Cry 3. I've owned Far Cry 3 since it first came out. I think I pre-purchased it, and it's I played it for the first time. When I first bought it, I played it, and I loved the intro. The intro is really cool. It's got a song, and they're all doing vacation type things, and all of a sudden the camera pulls back and they're in like a war camp or something. So I was playing I played Far Cry 3 all yesterday, and I don't regret it. I had a lot of fun. I'll play it again today. My plan today was to wake up really early and go riding. It's Saturday, and I plan on waking up 4 in the morning. That was my plan. Wake up 4 in the morning. After 4 or 5 hours sleep, whatever, that's okay. I'll be alert. 4 or 5 hours sleep is enough to keep you alert for a while, but it's not for an entire day. So I plan to go riding early in the morning, come back home, take a nap, catch up on my sleep, and then do whatever. But no, really? Neither one of you guys is gonna make an attempt? You guys are just gonna sit and look at each other all day? It's nice. I like how the guy in the Mitsubishi is just like, you fucking move. Even though the truck is all the way over to the right, and the Mitsubishi has like room on his right. Okay, this truck guy is just pathetic at this point. Fuck. You could have backed up too, bitch. I guess the truck was just worried because I was behind him, so, and he couldn't see me, so he was kind of perplexed as to what to do, because so yeah, and then it's Saturday now. I wanted to go riding, but the weather is iffy, so I'm like, I've done that before. Wake up fucking really early in the morning to go for a ride, and then get out there and it fucking starts raining. That sucks. So I was like, no, if there's even a chance of rain, fuck it. So I slept in, and yeah, what I'm doing now is I'm gonna go visit, and then tomorrow Sunday, I'm gonna go to the club. They have like a daytime club here. It's for foreign laborers. I've mentioned it before. What it is factories like this, they hire foreign laborers for cheap, mostly from the Philippines and Thailand, Malaysia as well, I suppose, Indonesia. So yeah, so they pay them really little, and they work long hours. They work, they work 12 hours a day, 6 days a week is what they do, and they work for less than $1,000 a month. About $800 a month, 12 hours a day, 6 days a week. I could be exaggerating a little, but if I am, like I said, it's only a little. That guy in the scooter, totally. I wanted to turn left, and then there was a scooter that also wanted to turn left, and I went because with my Ninja being as quick as it is, I can shoot through the small gap that there was. This retard in the blue scooter this retard old man in the blue scooter smoking a cigarette decided to follow me, and just completely cut off the oncoming traffic, and they all had to totally brake hard and stop for him. So, yeah, I should really be more productive these 4 days, but I'm not. I'm just trying to relax and do fun things. It's a vacation for me. But nonetheless, I still give myself a couple of chores to do each day to try to stay somewhat. I don't like doing nothing productive in a day. I don't like doing nothing productive. Is that correct? I don't like not doing anything. I think sounds better. So one of the things I want to do today is go and pick a fight with my wife's older sister's sons. And I'm not being serious. I'm gonna go scold them. I highly doubt they would. I'm pretty sure I could do what I wanted to them. I could slap them around and insult them, and they probably wouldn't stand up for themselves, because that's pretty much the Taiwanese way. If someone of greater authority than yourself decides to shit on you, you just take it. That's the Chinese way. Because it's like Chinese bosses here, they just shit on their employees, and they lie straight to their faces. Like, they lie straight to their faces, and the employees know that they're lying, but they can't say anything back. And foreigners our culture is so different than that. Like, you can't have your boss, like, lie to your face. You can't have your boss tell you, yeah, if you work this day, you're going to get paid time and a half, and then you work that day, and then you check your check, and you just got regular pay, and then you go and ask him, and he's like, yeah, I never said that to you. There's no way we would just go, oh, okay, and walk away. But Taiwanese people, like, the bosses just shit on them like that, and it's just common, it's accepted, it's the norm. So when I got here, and there'd be a couple of times where bosses would try to shit on me, or they'd just like try to lie to my face, and I'd be like, what the fuck, you're lying, you fucking lying, you know, like, I wouldn't be swearing, but I'd be like, you're lying, how could you, blah, 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 and they'd be like, how dare you talk back to me, and I'm like, what are you talking about, talk back, you're lying, you know, it's just like, it's not you can't lie to someone's face like that, what do you, and then, yeah, and they would just be shocked. You know, and they'd give me this, like, no Taiwanese worker would ever do what you're doing, so disrespectful. And I'm like, what, and lying to people is respectful? Am I supposed to respect you, you liar? You know? It's pretty funny how that works. So, get out of my way, bitch. Single file. That scooter just moved right off the road. So, yeah, so a little history on my wife's family. They're mostly trash. She has like something like 7 brothers and sisters or more, like 8. It's between 7 and 9. And they had her parents had so many kids that her father gave 2 of them away to neighbors, like literally, not exaggerating. She just took 2 of their kids and offered them to 2 of the newer born babies and asked neighbors if they wanted them. And then her mom ran away at a young age, and like as children, they literally like ate out of garbage cans and shit, and ran around with no shoes on, and wore the same clothes for weeks straight, and had a bath or shower once every week or 2, like, and they weren't poor. That's a fucked up thing. Their father had like hundreds of thousands of dollars, US dollars, in the bank. He was one of those guys that just works his ass off and puts it all in the bank and then doesn't touch it. So meanwhile, his family is not starving, but not starving either. Like they were starving in the sense of like no nutritional foods. Like they would eat something, but like she said, like her lunch would sometimes be like garbage, or like or it's just crazy shit. And then it's funny because then when the father gets old, he gives all of his money to his sons and then expects them to take care of him, and they just like, no, they just stick him in a home. So he spent his whole life working his ass off to save up a lot of money, and in the end he never gets to spend it, and he gives it to his kids, or actually his kids kind of take it from him, and then, well, no, he handed it over, but under duress, and then he expects his children to like kind of take him into their homes and care for him in his old age, and they're like, no, fuck that, you know, like, I don't really blame them for that, but it kind of sucked that the 2 sons took all the money when there was 4 other sisters, or 4 other sisters. So what's that? 4, 5, 6. So there's 6 kids that they kept, and then 2 that they gave away. So for a grand total of 8. Anyways, the older sister was kind of like the mom of the family because the mom ran away. So the eldest sister kind of raised the kids, and my wife kind of looks up to her, and they have a kind of a good relationship. She's a tough one. When she was young, she used to be a gangster. But even though she's tough and gangsterish, she spoils her kids. She has 2 sons that she spoils, and she's gone away for 4 days too. So I'm gonna go over there and check the house and see how clean it is, because I don't want my wife's older sister to go away for 4 days and come back to a dirty home. It just bothers me because her kids are like 20 something, you know, and I don't know, like they're both around 20-ish, like maybe 19 and 24 or something like that, 20 and 24, and the mom still does everything for them. She still cooks all their meals, she still washes all their clothes, she washes all the plates, and she works a fucking like graveyard shift at a factory. So she works her ass off, and she cleans the entire home. And both the boys have girlfriends who also live with them, and both the girlfriends also do absolutely nothing. They don't wash dishes, they don't do anything. So I'm gonna go and and it pisses me off. I got mad at her. I'm like, why do you let your children walk on you? If you don't teach them any responsibility, what's going to happen when you die? You're going to die, and your kids are going to be fucking lazy, worthless pieces of shit, and it's going to be your fault.